How to tell if you have a cavity. As cavities form on your teeth, they eat away at your tooth enamel until they reach what's called dentin. Bacteria then eats the dentin, until the bacteria reaches the blood vessels and nerves in the middle of your tooth. This is called the pulp. From the pulp, bacteria can spread to other areas in the mouth if you wait too long to treat a cavity. The bacteria attacks more tooth tissue, the longer you wait to take care of a cavity. A good way to prevent this from happening is to know how to detect when you have a cavity. Here are 7 cavity symptoms to watch out for. 1. Tooth pain. Typically, you will have pain when you have a cavity that's been untreated. If you get a toothache, it's time to see the dentist. Don't put it off. In the early stages of cavities, you might feel pain when you bite down on something you eat, like a piece of candy. In time, you begin to experience tooth pain when you chew on something soft, and when it progresses further, you will experience consistent tooth pain. 2. Tooth sensitivity. A less obvious sign of a cavity is tooth sensitivity. Sensitive teeth often resemble a cavity. It will feel like a tingle or tickle in your teeth at certain times. 3. Holes in your teeth. If you can see a hole in your tooth, your cavity has progressed. You will most likely need several fillings, or possibly a root canal if you have contracted an infection in your tooth, and the tooth becomes an abscess. 4. Dark spots on your tooth. When a cavity has not been treated for a long interval of time, it is easy to see. It will look like a dark spot has formed on the infected tooth. If your tooth is discolored, you might have a cavity. 5. Halitosis, bad breath. As your tooth decays, bacteria spreads and penetrates the tooth. This leads to bad breath, also called halitosis. This same bacteria that makes a cavity causes bad breath. If enough bacteria has entered your mouth to cause a cavity, you'll contract bad breath. You're also likely to have a bad taste in your mouth. 6. Pus. Pus indicates a serious problem caused by a cavity. The cavity has turned into an abscess. An abscess can cause extreme pain, a fever, and even make your glands swell. It should not be ignored or overlooked. 7. Chips or broken tooth. If you have a chip in your tooth or your tooth has a larger break, you might have a cavity. This can happen when you bite down on something hard or eat something chewy like a piece of candy. If your tooth is chipped or broken, your cavity needs to be treated before it breaks the rest of the tooth. Now you know the signs and how to tell if you have a cavity. If you recognize any of the warning signs, visit a dentist right away. If you've been fighting with tooth and gum problems, this one is for you. A group of scientists have put their heads together and figured out a quick way to regrow gums overnight. They created a mineral dust, which you just have to sprinkle over your toothpaste before brushing your teeth. This video clearly shows how you can restore your gums literally overnight. More than 35,978 people have already ordered the product, and the number is quickly increasing. Click the link in description below to get your own mineral dust today.